Let me set the stage for you. A once-in-a-century pandemic caused havoc around the world, businesses and schools shut down, millions of Americans go to the unemployment line, households find themselves unable to pay rent or provide food on the table, and the death toll surpasses medical officials' initial projections. Amid all this, a group of guys on the internet decide the most crucial issue their clients need to get through these stressful time is picking up women?
So if
Yeah.
you guys want to meet women, this is honestly, even if you're like a night game enthusiast like me, this is honestly, you got to transition, man. You got to be able to adapt with the times. And this is where it's at now. And this is pretty much the same thing in every major city. If you're in New York City, God bless you. You need this thing.
That's Pandemic Game in a nutshell. It's one out of many courses Red Pillars are advertising to their subscribers for hundreds of dollars. These courses often cover information one can receive for free elsewhere. But these YouTubers use strategic marketing languages to persuade their subscribers that the knowledge they are sharing is esoteric and for folks who want to live an elite lifestyle.
We're actually in the process of finishing a course as well.
Yes.
For becoming a high value meal. So that's in the works.
It's real quick. I did it, and so can you. All you have to do to learn the secret of my success is send me money.
Good deal.
That's right. It's as simple as that. Get out your checkbook, credit card, and wallet and send them to me.
When I made a video about the monetization of the Red Pill, I knew it was a subject I would return to because the amount of material I gathered was substantial. Just to recap, the argument was the current Red Pill community is a rebranded version of the pickup artist industry. Former PUAs adopted the same marketing strategies and use a more aggressive business narrative that encourages consumers to adopt right-wing political views and build their own alphaness. Looking back on the previous video, I decided that I wanted to elaborate on the courses these Red Pillars are selling to their clients. This trend is profitable and is more of a strategic hustle than cash apps and super chats, which is what the black sector of the Red Pill largely relies on.
$50 challenge. Support your boy. Hit the cash app on his birthday, man.
Could you imagine donating money to that guy? Good grief. I didn't purchase any of the courses. Instead, I took the time to read the lengthy descriptions, email, term of services, and watch videos of these men explaining them in more detail. After doing this grunt work, I concluded that the courses are overvalued and possibly worse than PUA boot camps. Boot camps require the consumers to be physically present, where they could at least bond with other attendees as well as give them an opportunity to purchase a physical DVD and book. That's not the case with Red Pill courses. The consumer is given access to an online repository of videos that they cannot download or share, as well as to ebooks that you can only purchase on the host site. So the only reviews they have access to are what the owners choose to reveal, many of which lack validity. There are several reasons to be skeptical about these courses. For one, it's inconceivable that men who have uploaded hours upon hours of videos on YouTube, as well as their appearances on panels, would have set aside hours upon hours of knowledge they never alluded to before.
By the price tag, I was like, whoa, it's $597. And so, yeah, for those of you who know this, yeah, it's not going to be of any value to you. Certainly, you're not going to get $600 worth of new information out of it.
It's akin to YouTubers who encourage subscribers to buy their book when it's literally the same information they've already written down in a blog or spewed on their channels. Second, assuming all these men are capitalists and competition is an essential component, I often wonder why they routinely endorse one another's course. Some of them even enroll while being in competition for the same audience. Like PUAs, nearly all of them have the same stories of how they used to be a nerd who were horrible with women, but now has slept with more women than they can handle. Lastly, many of them are overpromising consumers by guaranteeing success, a word everybody should be skeptical about. Just for the record, every guy I am about to mention associates with one another. Having enrolled into receiving their newsletters, I have been bombarded with emails insisting that I should enroll into the course before it's too late. One guy named Modern Life Dating even mentioned the pending stimulus check as an incentive to purchase his course. It's amazing how many of these courses hover around the same price tags. Many YouTubers cut their price in half, which made me question the validity of the original price. What kills me is that these guys have testimonials when the course just dropped, and none are verifiable. They're either just anonymous comments or messages shared from a Telegram group or direct messages. You have to be extremely gullible to believe some of them. Fresh and Fit are two new YouTubers who have gained a substantial following on YouTube in a matter of months. Their content largely deals with physical fitness and dating strategies, and lately they have interviewed Instagram models and porn stars. I have a soft spot for these two because some of their advice is hilarious, and they literally encourage their subs to reinvent themselves completely just to get women. Much of their advice is generic, such as encouraging men to wear cologne and getting in shape. But then there's odd advice, like when they told their sub to get an iPhone because women will reject them for having an Android.
Today we're going to talk about why you need an iPhone to get girls in 2020 and beyond. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys, no cap. If she sees green text, she's not going to take you seriously. And then she's going to assume your lower value just by you having an Android.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my Android. They promoted a course called Instagram Game for nearly $700, which didn't alleviate my concerns about the validity of their services.
Pluses and negatives to each. And we break this down in detail, how to do it. And if you are going to get fake followers, how to do it in a safe manner that's not going to mess you up. And we also talk about how to do it organically, right? So we give you both options.
The course essentially teaches men how to meet women on Instagram and guarantee clients that gorgeous women will slide into their DMs. This never made sense to me. I can see that working out if you live in Miami or Los Angeles, but what good is it if you live in, say, Lincoln, Nebraska? And they're not the first or only group to discuss how to meet women on Instagram. The description of the course is laughable and insists that 10% of men are having sex with 90% of women, and porn consumers have an addiction to masturbation. DM on Demand portray Instagram as a game changer in the dating landscape and is an elite level lifestyle.
IG is how a lot of girls define their value. So they also use it to define their potential mate's value. So, you know, if you don't have a good Instagram, I'm not saying you can't get girls, but it is going to limit you.
Listen, okay, yeah, you don't need it, but listen, let's be honest. Most of you guys don't know what the talking about. This is that elite level, like that sexual underground we're talking about. Like where all the hot people hang out and hook up with. And, you know, listen, everything goes down in these little circles.
When promoting the course on a live stream, Gaines kept alluding to the cliche line, perception is reality. It's really just a tactic to convert someone's thinking into your own. I did manage to check out other courses, but because they're so numerous, I'm going to skim through the rest. Rian Stone is another self-proclaimed dating coach. Like others, he has a small following, but charges ridiculous amount of money for his course as if he has a large fan base. I visited his website and examined his terms and conditions, his $799 male action plan, which he has terminated indefinitely, forbid his clients from discussing communication except for testimonials, which he must authorize permission. On top of that, he can terminate communication at any given time if he feels you violated privacy or need professional counseling. And he only counsels his clients once a month, but now sessions have been discontinued because of his bookings. There was no mentioning of a refund. I briefly checked out Donovan Sharpe's Womanese course, which he originally charged for around $700. I assume the steep price is to pay off the actresses and illustrator he hired to design the course. To be totally honest, the production value is high quality. However, it didn't make up for the lack of substance. Sharpe said nothing I have not heard him say before on his YouTube channel. It's literally just repackaged content.
I've traveled to so many different countries. I've slept with a lot of guys from different countries.
Women are always epic whores when they travel, and age doesn't seem to matter. Whether she's a young, hot college girl on spring break, a married mother of 3 on a girls' trip, or cougars on their How Stella Got Her Groove Back trip, they take copious amounts of cock when they travel. It never fails. Any woman who's traveled with her girlfriends or alone has been by men around the world.
And he's currently working on a 4th volume. Modern Life Dating Course on Body Language, which has 3 volumes, overlap with one another. His Body Language 3.0 offer no new modules. Instead, it's just a repeat of 1.0 and 2.0. The only difference are Zoom calls and a private Facebook page. So he's asking for nearly $400 for 2.5 hours about information you can receive for free. The course, after all, is just how to meet women on dating apps. There are so many other courses I could spend quite a while breaking down, like porn star Sterling Cooper, who charges $800 teaching men how to become sexually dominant in bed. I found his testimonials to be quite questionable since the course is relatively new. Solo TV 84 is thinking about doing a course on cryptocurrency, and the list goes on and on. At the end of the day, all these courses boil down to sex. It's no different than the PUA industry. It's an insulated group of men all claiming to hold esoteric knowledge that will improve one's life. The fact that they all associate with one another make red pill courses, in my opinion, to be one big ripoff.